decided he wanted a hot dog. So he went to the hot dog vendor and he said, "Please, sir, give me a hot dog with everything on it." The vendor slapped all the ingredients onto the hot dog and gave it back to the Zen master, who in return gave the vendor a $20 bill. He placed it in the cash drawer and slammed it. Now the Zen master waited for his change. And he waited, and he waited, and finally he said, "Please, sir, where is my change?" The vendor looked at the Zen master and he said, "Dude, you of all people, Zen master, should know that all change must come from within." Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and most honored guests, it is an understatement to say that our country is in dire need of change. The way our nation has been governed and the way many individuals have lived their lives has put us into an economic crisis. Many are feeling the results of this crisis and are wondering what they can do to make a difference. Some of you may be saying, "What can I do to help?" Some of you may be saying, "There's nothing that I can do. I just have to wait for the change." Surely the question now is not what we can do alone, but what can we do together? President Harry S. Truman was on his way back to Missouri, my home state, by the way, after serving his term in the White House, and he was asked by a reporter, "How does it feel to be leaving the highest office in the land?" President Harry Truman said, without missing a beat, "I am not leaving the highest office. I am assuming the highest office, that of citizenship." Working shoulder to shoulder, assuming the highest office of citizenship, being the change that we want to see, and devoting ourselves to a common destiny, then perhaps we can see major change, positive change across our land. It was Mahatma Gandhi who said, "Be the change that you want to see." It is time now for us to be that change. I have one simple but powerful suggestion on how to do that. Be the change by focusing on small acts with great love. Now, I did not come up with that. Mother Teresa said, we can do no great things, only small acts with great love. I have a true story example of such an act. There was an old woman, actually here in downtown Atlanta, pushing all her worldly belongings in a grocery cart. She was dirty, her clothes were torn, she had no teeth, and she reeked of alcohol and cigarettes. She went up to Jill and she said, "Ma'am, please, can you spare some change? I'm very hungry." Now Jill, wanting to perform a small act, said, "Why don't we go across the street and I will buy you dinner?" So off they went, and actually they sat outside in front of the restaurant because the woman wanted to keep an eye on her grocery cart. The waiter wasn't real enthusiastic about waiting on this old woman, but did so begrudgingly. After they were done eating, Jill felt good about herself until the old woman asked her for a hug. Now Jill was faced with her own biased opinion of this old woman. She gave the woman a hug at long distance, a long length arm length hug, and kind of turned her hand away. And the woman said, "Thank you for lunch," and she rambled down the street. Jill instantly felt shame. She thought to herself, I did not give this old woman the one thing that cost absolutely nothing, and that was love. So she called up to the woman and she said, "Can I give you a real hug?" Of course, the old woman agreed. And Jill said, and I quote, "I had to get past my own stench, but I gave this woman the best hug I've ever given anyone in my entire life. Now this is a small act of great love. In preparing for this speech, it has heightened my awareness of the impact of small acts. So a couple of days ago, when I was at the grocery store, I was unloading all of my groceries onto the conveyor belt. And a lady came up behind me in line, and she had a screaming baby. I mean, a screaming baby. So my gut reaction was just to get the heck out of there as fast as I possibly could. But then I thought, oh, wait, this is a moment for a small act of great love. So I asked her if I could help her unload her groceries onto the conveyor belt. And she actually was a little shocked, but she agreed. And then as I was unloading the groceries, she joked and she said, "You're going to follow me home, right, and unload my car," that kind of thing. But what was really interesting about that scenario is that baby instantly quit crying. Now I am convinced that he felt the small act with great love. Wave to a neighbor. Smile at a stranger. Listen to someone intently without interrupting. Allow someone behind you in line that's anxious to get in front of you. These are small acts with great love. It is time now to quit feeling disempowered about doing some grand thing in the world and to feel empowered by doing small actions that add up collectively. Quoting Mother Teresa once again, she said, "Do not worry why we have problems in the world. Respond to someone's needs. It will feel like just a drop in the ocean, but without that drop, the ocean would be less." Be the change now, not tomorrow, not when you have more money, not when you get a better job, but now.